Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today we're going to have a TVC here on Lightshade, the latter edition from the group stages of Last Chance DreamHack Masters. It's going to be Bunny versus Reynor. Top left hand corner, we have the red Terran player. It is Bunny. He's a Korean Terran. And in the bottom right, it is the blue Zerg player, Reynor. He's a young, up-and-coming player. He finished second last year at BlizzCon. Holy smokes, 2 years ago. At BlizzCon now. Oh boy. Anyway, let's see. I'm recording this January 25th of 2021. This is going to be a Patreon cast, so thank you very much if you're watching this in the month of January 2021. For supporting me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for as little as $1 a month. This is the reward for $1 a month. And if you want to pledge more, you get this reward as well. Alrighty then, so, no proxies, no weird 12 pools, just, 16, 18, 17. One Rax expand here from Bunny. The soft dulcet tones of the Terran theme in StarCraft 2. It's got a Reaper on the way, and yeah, this guy's going to be starting a command center here fairly soon. If you're watching this in February, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and it's actually probably pretty close to when the Katowice tournament is going to happen. So it's weird, we get two Katowice tournaments in the same StarCraft calendar year. One of them a regular Premier tournament, and the other one to decide the global finalist and the global winner for the 2020 season. So it's just switching over to ESL is kind of the part of the weirdness. The COVID thing is also part of the weirdness. And overall, I think it's going to be a good time. I don't know. I don't know who's going to be coming out on top there. I don't know if you'll have already seen that by the time this pops. You may have. We'll have to talk about it in the comments here. Anyway, Link popping out just in time. Reaper's like, dang it, I'm never going to get a drone kill now. Ooh, one Link kill, though. That's not bad. This Reaper's name, by the way, is 5 paragraphs. Despite his name, he actually doesn't have much of a backstory. He signed it to be a Reaper and then was actually accepted. So this guy... oh, he dead. He dead. Yeah, he should have taken a left there. Maybe made it out, but took a right instead, and that was toast. That was Toastville. Sure thing. Third base coming up for Reynor. Low ground. Interesting. Usually... Zergs will take a third base here, but down here instead for reasons. Overlord poking in to see what's going on. Gets to that high ground where he is invisible to the Terran. See how he's gone? Now you see him. Now you don't. Now you see him again.
SCV ready.
Bait. It's bait. Look at this. Oh my gosh, he's baiting him into sending the Marine out. The Marine's like, no, I was tricked. I was tricked into moving out away from my safe position to try to kill the Overlord. Do not let those Lings in. Oh, they let the Lings in. But there's Hellions, so they're toasted up pretty quickly. Marine down, SCV down. Dude, these early Lings getting some work done. I mean, they didn't delay construction on a command center or anything, but like 2 SCVs down, a couple more bruised, and a Marine killed, and a Scout. Reynor, looking good here, man. Cloak Banshee opening, which the Overlord scouts because it's still alive because that Marine got killed. Ah, Reynor, such a beautiful opening from you. 18-year-old phenom that you are. All right, so knows there's Hellions. Makes a few Lings to deal with that. Speed's finishing up in 7 seconds. Continuing to produce Queens, 2 at a time, obviously. Queens stabbing away at those Hellions. Get out of my neighborhood, they say. Overlord actually escapes after getting that Scout. Ah, this is so amazing. Is that Marine going to go try to chase it down? That seems like a dangerous idea, man. Remember what happened to the last guy that tried to kill an Overlord out in the middle of the open? Well, okay, fine. So this Overlord is now dead. Hold up. Okay, there we go. The Marine's going to chase him down. There's nobody in position to save the guy, and finally, avenging his fellow Marine's death. Makes it happen, takes down the Overlord. Hellions trying to sneak on in here, but the Queen positioning is just sick. Out of Reynor. It's so good. Creep spread looking pretty fantastic too. Reynor's creep spread is always very good. Again, is there a weakness to his game? It might be Mutalisks. I just feel like if he tries to go mutas against Terran, it doesn't go well for him. So we'll see if he decides to go for it here against Bunny. Again, elite Terran player. Really, really great Korean Terran player. Where did our Banshees go? Okay, so just kind of hanging out the edges here. I haven't done anything yet. But they do have Cloak. They're going to try to get something done. Hellions trying to accomplish stuff. Oh, the Lings do get a full surround, but... Alright, that was enough. 3 Hellions down. There's 2 remaining. 2's not actually all that scary, and everything's going to be cool. So Banshee's continuing to swing around. They've paired up. They're going to try to get something done. 12 drones in production here from Reynor. A lot of drones, man. But 2 queens and a spore in this location. Yeah, that's not what you want here, guys. Ow, ow, ow. Is there an overseer? Yes. Oh, there it is. It showed up when I was checking the units tab. All right. So getting on out of there with Overseer, with Queens. Banshee's not really going to do much at all, unfortunately, for the Banshees. 3rd base landing for Bunny here at about 6 minutes, and a 4th base is on its way for Reynor up the right side. So the damage done here is not great. 1 drone has been killed, and an Overlord. I don't know. This is not really going to put Bunny in a wonderful position, unfortunately, for him. 18 Lings in production, going for Baneling speed. And another base coming up. Love this, too. This is just... A lot of Zerg players will be content letting their 4th base come up, but Reynor recognizes, you know what's really good? Is if you get a 5th base at the same time your 4th base is on the way. Double expanding. While the Terran is trying to get his 3rd base established, he doesn't have a huge army yet. Not a lot of timing attacks will show up during this time, so getting the expansion down is totally viable, especially if you spread creep down this way. You can make it happen. So, moving out with a couple tanks in medevac. Put some Marines in the mix here too, some Hellions. Now the push is on its way. 24 Lings in production. They are going for +1 carapace. Will not be done for this engagement. These guys want to run into this 3rd so bad. So bad. Oh my gosh. 2 Banshees is not going to be enough to save the lives of these units. Is he going to go? I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows that Bunny's down here in the southern section. Oh, he does know. All right, cool. There's Banshees, or Banelings ready to go. The Banshees are not here. They are somewhere else at the moment. I'm not entirely sure where. Lings running in, like I said. Oh, the Banshees are here, duh. Running into this 3rd base. Huge tank. Good positioning on those Marines, and that does get shut down. Nicely done, Bunny. Tack it on in tanks on that ramp. If you dance too close to the Marines, you'll take tank fire if you're a Baneling. That is not good news for you. Oh, he unsieged the tanks. Okay, well, someone gets a ride home. Not you guys, though. Alright, so defending this base, pretty frigging important out of Reynor. He's doing it, man. He's making 8 drones during this bit of a pause where Bunny is healing up. Small attack up at the 4th base here. Lings, Banelings, shut that down too. 3 drones go down, but again, these are just small, tiny, incremental damages that Reynor is taking, and I'm sure he's totally fine with it. Ground 1 Carapace is finishing up, which is so good against Marines. Any armor upgrade is going to be sick against Marines and really make them super duper mega less effective. Banshees cloaking. They're really trying to find work here. I mean, 4 kills each seems good, but it's not great. And they're super injured as well, and I'm not sure the Bunny wants to bother repairing them. They're not exactly going to factor into his late game plans here, you know? Alright, so definitely Marine tank here. No Widow Mines at all, which honestly, I feel like Widow Mines are good units. Tank firing. Banelings, couple of them do get out after they finish morphing into those Banes. The attack here, pretty intense. Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot of Banelings, man. Some Hydras here, too. Gonna go from the low ground, from the left side. And there, we're coming? Nope, he still doesn't like the position, but he's gonna lose this hatch if he doesn't go soon. And by soon, I mean, like, in the next 10 seconds, man. Okay, so he does take out a bunch of those Marines. The hatch goes down anyway. Yeah, he didn't pull the trigger, man. He pulls the trigger once the hatchery is killed, which kind of sucks for him, honestly. He could have... I don't feel... Why couldn't he have done that 20 seconds ago is what I don't understand. Maybe he wasn't quite set up on that top side like he wanted to be. Another attack here from Bunny coming down to the south. Is there enough to deal with this? I don't know, man. The Lings, again, they do have 1-1, which is great. And the Hydras providing additional DPS is also very good. No, those Banshees getting out. Wait, just kidding. Uncloaking and jumping back in there for some reason. I'm not sure what that was all about. Replacing these creep tumors even as the creep recedes away from this location. Really, really fantastic work there. Replacing his 4th base. His 5th base is fine. Up and running. Bunny's managed to take a 4th base at the same time, though. And, Banshee down. This is what I'm talking about when the Banshees did not factor into the late game plans for Bunny. He's not going to babysit them that hard. Lurker Den coming in. So Bunny going for the Lurker play against Terran. He is one of the only Zerg players on Earth that really can pull it off. He's the first one to really make a concerted effort at making it work against Terran, and you could say he's, you know, the guy who brought it back. For a while, early in Legacy of the Void, it was a thing we were seeing. And then some changes happened, and then that went away. This is actually pretty intense from Bunny. He is really, really... Oh my gosh, he's sacking the 5th base. Dude, Bunny, though. This play we're seeing out of him. He's doing some work, ladies and gentlemen. That's 2 hatcheries of Reynor killed in the same, 2-minute span. That is pretty good. Reynor re-expanding top right away for, as far away from the army as he can get. Viper's in production, +2 melee going to finish up here. Going for the seismic spines upgrade for the Lurkers, increasing the range of their spines when they're attacking. The next upgrade is the one that lets them burrow more quickly, adaptive talons. And right now, income, favoring Reynor, but only about by 800. It's about even on that stage here. So Bunny's done a good job turning this game into something where instead of Reynor having a massive economical advantage, that Bunny's doing all right. Bunny managed to slow the kid down enough that Bunny has a really good chance of winning this thing. Both players are maxed out, which is fine. Reynor's got a bigger army. No, wait, Bunny has a bigger army. Reynor has 94 drones. Wow, 94 is a lot. Oh, that's a killed base. That's not even... Jeez, all right. So this planetary is dead. That's too many Lings and too many Banelings. Trying to keep his Banelings alive as much as he can. There's a drop in the main base, though. Lurker Den going to get sniped down. Engagement over here. Blinding Cloud on these tanks. But stubborn stepping forward anyway here is Bunny. Oh my goodness gracious. He's winning this engagement really handily. The Queen's not going to be enough. This one Lurker with like 0% HP here. 4 health is actually getting some work done until it dies. So base down, but my gosh. This drop did so much damage as well. And this hatch might go down. There's a bunch of Lings rolling in, but the tank's just doing terrible, terrible splash damage to these guys. More and more Lings cruising in here. The Marines are still alive. The Spore getting work done. Takes down a medevac, but Bunny keeping his dudes alive back here. Finally getting on out with a Parasitic Bomb on his medevac and attack rolling in to the 3rd base. Newly attacked here. Oh my gosh. Drones killed. 27 drones killed. 20 SCVs down on the other side of the map. And Bunny is really, really trying to stick it to the Zerg player here. Drop it in the main base with a handful of units. They got +3 attack. They almost have +3 armor. That's really nice. Oh, medevac does get taken down. Top right base. Marines all over another hatchery dying. A really good metric for am I beating this Zerg player is how many hatcheries have you killed? If the answer is 4 in the first 13 minutes, you gotta feel pretty good about that, man. He might get this one too. Mass Hydra doesn't really trade that well versus Bio. It turns out Blinding Cloud helping immensely there, though. That's why it's Hydraling Bane. It's not Mass Hydra against Bio. The Hydralisks themselves are really good damage dealers and really, really flimsy. They just do not stand up versus Marines and Marauders with stim and good upgrades and medevac support at all, which is exactly what Bunny's rolling with here today. Oh, that's some free drones. Free drones, a free hatchery while you're at it. Oh, yeah. Is that going to be... That is a cancel, at least. Doesn't count as a kill officially, but it is a pretty big blow to Reynor's attempt to reestablish his economy. He was at 90 drones. He's down to 57 now. Another hatchery down. Bunny's on a rampage right now, playing so well. It's like, I don't really have to engage with the Lurker army if I snipe the Lurker Den early. Oh my gosh, another hatchery. This it says 6, but I'm going to go with 7. Is what it actually is. Okay, all right. Reynor getting some work done, maybe cleaning up this entire group over here. But the medevac's able to take some high ground, and the Hydras can't chase him down too far. Good Baneling hit, though. And then defending the planetary fortress up here with a good force of units. I mean, that's where they were. Not sure what Reynor was expecting to get done over there, but man. He's doing a good job replacing his bases. If a base dies, he throws down a new hatch, except his main, he's not bothering with this one. Which means he's going to lose the spawning pool and the Hydralisk Den and 2 evolution chambers if he's not careful. Actually, hold on. This creep colony, or this creep tumor is going to help keep most of that alive for the time being. It's 180 to 149 supply, and suddenly Bunny has a ginormous Terran army here. Look at him. He's not even running from this. He's like, oh, you have lurkers? How quaint. I have splits and good upgrades and siege tanks. How's that sound to you? 7 drones killed. I don't know that Reynor can do this, you guys. Look at this income disadvantage. Bunny has really taken it in the last couple of minutes, abducting tanks into the lurker pit. Dead. Very nice. Abduct incredibly good here. Insta-kill effectively on the tanks. Again, as long as you have this giant lurker army to support, because that's how the insta-kill aspect of that works. It's not exactly alone an insta-kill. Reynor really fighting back here, though. I mean, if there's anybody in the StarCraft world who can absorb as much economic damage as Reynor has taken here and possibly still win a game against somebody like Bunny, it's Reynor. See, look, he's handling this attack down to the south. The siege tanks are in trouble. These tanks are running for it. I'm telling you, I've seen games where Reynor has lost upwards of 50 to 60 workers and won anyway. So it's very possible. The problem is that Bunny's just happily sitting on, 3, 4 effective mining bases right now, whereas Reynor's on 1.5, 2 mining bases. I guess if we count these 2, it's just not, he's not feasible. I'm not sure why wandering Marauders into there is the greatest of ideas. Good abduct again. And your tank is down. That's another canceled hatch. Reynor trying to get this double. Actually, it's not a double on this map, is it? It's just double gas. Not double gas. Double rich Vespine gas. Is this another dead hatchery? Dude, Reynor is so... He's doomed, man. Doom! Doom, 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 doom. What's the Doom song that Gur sings in Invader Zim? Something like that. Yeah, man. This has been some incredibly impressive play out of Bunny. I'm going to be honest. I did not think coming into this game I would expect that Bunny wins this thing. It's not over, mind you. But when it's 159 to 132 total supply in favor of the Terran, and the Terran has more income than the Zerg player does by about 1,000 resources a minute, it's going to add up over time. And Reynor is just... He's in hot water, yo. Hey, taking down a queen's not a bad idea. This range on this lurker is just nuts. It's like, hey, you left your tanks alone. Rah. Bonus damage versus armored away, say the lurkers. The lings are really good, too. Okay, shuts that sucker down. High ground positioning on these tanks is a little bit annoying, but can't hit anything of interest from this position at all. Bunny making... He's got additional orbital commands here for additional mules as necessary. Dude, that's another... Reynor's map awareness today has not been super good. Wow, another canceled hatch. Bottom left base does get delayed by a single Zergling. Hold on a second. Didn't actually kill the SCV, though. Never mind, doesn't count as a delay. At all, actually. SCV gets healed up quite nicely. Yeah, no. It's like, alright, unsupported lurkers. We can handle that. Boom, tank fire, getting on out. That's what the quick burrow is all about. A bit of a Ling lurker counterattack attempt. It's into a dead base, though. Like, I don't know. Yeah, he retreats anyway. I'm not sure that would have been a good risk-reward type scenario, unfortunately. Wow, that's beautiful. Abducting, blinding clouds. Lurkers trying to stand in. Bunny! Going strong here. Oh, lurker down. Hydralisk down. Is this another dead hatchery? I don't see any banelings at all, and it doesn't matter. Bunny takes it. in 19 minutes and 58 seconds. And Reynor is defeated here in 19 minutes. Woo! Bunny, that is one of the better games I've ever seen him play. And it's a good thing it came around now, too. That was something very, very impressive for sure. Well done, indeed. That is... Bunny, you absolute boss. I need to see you climb up those Aligulac rankings a little bit. This is what you're going to do. 38,000 resources down for Reynor, 28,000 for Bunny. This number right here, 7 hatcheries. 7 hatcherinos went down today. That is so many hatcheries in 20 minutes. At the end of the day, you know how many he had? 2. 2 hatcheries and a hive. That's how damaging it was to his economy. On the other side, there are 5 orbitals and 2 planetaries. So 7 bases to 2. The numbers, they do not add up. End of the day, not much army left for Reynor. 4 hydras with 3 hydras in production. Not there. Bunny wasn't maxed out, but he didn't need to be. Just being everywhere, man. And just not being afraid of the lurkers. I think that's part of it. A lot of Terran players are like, there's lurkers on the ground. I can't possibly win. Right? Can't possibly win. Man, incredible. Absolutely incredible. So that's going to be it. I just think Reynor was everywhere. He defended pretty well. He lost that one base, but didn't lose any others, which is just... I don't even know how you do that against Reynor, who's so aggressive. 1 planetary went down. Just being everywhere at once. I think that's all it takes, guys. It's pretty high skill cap, it turns out, but man, well done. All right, so that's going to be it for me today. This has been a Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.